Here are 5 things you need to do immediately if you want to grow on TikTok in 2025 and beyond. Because the algorithm has changed massively lately, and you've probably noticed this if your views are like all over the place, if you're finding it hard to grow, if things are going like under review, there's loads of changes. But what I will say is, it does not mean that your account is going to tank. It does not mean that it's impossible to grow. My account is growing by 1,000 new followers every single day. And I'm a TikTok coach. I have a TikTok course, an online community, and the members of that community, they're doing really well. A lot of them are growing, getting viral videos. Everything is great. So if you know how to adapt to these changes and work with them rather than against them, you can do well. So let's get into what you should be doing. Number 1, you need to be careful. So TikTok has updated its like review process for content, which is why you're noticing a lot of your content immediately going under review when you post it. So you need to make sure you're sticking to community guidelines. You're not saying or doing things that are going to cause violations. This means not mentioning things you shouldn't be mentioning, doing anything like harmful, inciting violence, all the obvious stuff, but also doing things that are kind of like bot-like. So any follow trains, like you going into those growth rooms, like the teamwork trends, stop doing those. The second thing you need to do is stop creating content for your followers. Let me explain. So the way that TikTok is working at the moment is that every single video is treated individually. Videos are not necessarily being shown on your followers' For You pages like they once were. The content that's being shown on people's For You pages now is really determined by their interests and what they have previously searched and what they've interacted with. So what this means for you when you're creating content is just keeping in mind that the people that are viewing your content do not know you, they know nothing about you, they're not invested in you. So every single video you do needs to be a mini sales pitch to new people to get them to follow you. So make sure you're adding in a bit of context in every single video. The next thing you need to do is create specific niche content. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, Lana, you've told us loads of times you don't need a niche to grow on TikTok. That is still true. You don't need a niche account, but your content, each video you make has to be in some way specific. It has to be focused on a specific topic, a specific idea, something niche, something targeted, because TikTok needs to categorize your video and show it to the relevant audience. So if your video is about something specific, it has more chance of being able to do that. If you're doing a very broad, waffly video where it's like, get ready with me while I give you a life update, that is not specific enough. It's going to go nowhere. The next thing you need to do is pay attention to search, SEO, searchable content. You need to have a good understanding. TikTok is prioritizing searchable content. It wants to be a search engine, so content that is searchable and optimized is going to perform better long term. If you want a better understanding of SEO, I've done lots of videos on my page. You can go and look for those, but I also have an entire module in my TikTok course that is dedicated to SEO. And I cannot emphasize enough how much you need to understand SEO. And the last thing I would do is use all of TikTok's tools. So go live if you have the opportunity to go live. Make sure you're using your stories. Use your little thought bubbles. Try different formats of content. Try your photo carousels. Use all of the tools that are available to you. TikTok has invested in all of those tools. It wants you to use them, and the creators that use the widest variety of them will be rewarded in terms of growth. So go and try those things. Go do them immediately. And if you want more help with growth on TikTok, you can join my TikTok course. DM me for a discount code. Like I said, the people on this course, we're not having these issues in terms of like growth and views. We're all doing fine.